Welcome to this new video about Forza Horizon 6. There are still some updates. Last night, Forza Horizon 6 developers released a 20-minute video with details about the next Forza Horizon. After the information was released, I made a recap video that came out yesterday. I encourage you to check it out. It holds the core of all officially confirmed info for Forza Horizon 6, including details on the map and new features. There are a lot of really important things to know, so don't hesitate to go watch it if you haven't already, to be, let's say, up to date on the latest news about the game. Since that video was released last night, several new details about Forza Horizon 6 have emerged. In this video, I'll update you on these developments, and more may come with new developer interviews on YouTube tonight. So, there's a chance we'll have even more information to go over tomorrow. And anyway, now that the release date is confirmed for May 19th, 2026, I think we're going to get information every week, maybe even every day. Horizon 6. So, make sure to subscribe for the upcoming videos. By the way, I also want to remind you that Horizon 6 will soon be available for pre-order through my instant gaming link, which will be pinned in the comments below this video. Get it for 30 to 40% off the official price and support the channel by ordering there. Also, check out the stickers below this video. Forza Horizon 6. Finally, there are plenty of merchandise items, t-shirts, hoodies, that kind of stuff. So, if you want to buy yourself some merch or a few Forza Horizon 6 goodies, feel free to take a look, and know that it's all good quality there too. We'll start with good news, since we've asked developers for this for years. There was an annoying issue in Forza Horizon 5. When playing in cockpit view with a steering wheel or controller, the steering wheel animation was limited to a quarter turn until Forza Horizon 5. Visually, it looked bad and unrealistic, which was frustrating and even unsettling since the animation didn't play out fully. Meanwhile, on our side, in real life, with our steering wheel set up on the desk, we were turning it all the way. We've been asking for full steering wheel animations for about 10 years now, and apparently, they're finally coming. That's what you can see through the window of a car that's drifting. In the official trailer for Forza Horizon 6, you can see the steering wheel turning a lot more, and at much greater angles than what we've had up until now in Forza Horizon 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, that's really good news, especially for those who are going to enjoy drifting. Another piece of good news is about customization. That's something you also noticed in the official trailer that came out yesterday. In addition to the new body kits, new Forza kits, and new windshield stickers, we'll also apparently have the option to choose different rims for the front and rear. That's what we can see in this little image. The rims in the front and back aren't the same. We'll have to see if that will also have an impact on the game's physics. In the meantime, it's always cool to have some extra customization options. By the way, speaking of wheels, you should know that Forza Horizon 6 will introduce a new tire damage system. I think that's one of the things that was taken from Forza Motorsport and brought over by its studio, Turn 10. But basically, in Forza Horizon 6, tire wear depends on your driving, the surfaces you drive on, and the turns you take. That will have an impact on driving, with tires that will grip more or less. But it will also, and this is a first for Forza if I'm not mistaken, an impact on the visual appearance of the tires, which will be more or less smoothed in certain areas, more or less damaged. So that's pretty cool. It adds a bit more visual realism. The question now is, are they going to add some kind of mechanic to the game? A bit like in Carrick Street, for example, where you regularly have to buy new tires so your car really has the maximum grip. And how far are they going to push the realism? For example, will you need to warm up your tires for better grip before drag races? That hasn't been part of Forza Horizon so far. Will winter tires, for example, wear out more than summer tires when it's not snowing? A lot of questions that, for now, we don't have answers to yet, but the visual and physical wear of the tires is confirmed. So, of course, there had to be some bad news in there. This is from the official Forza Horizon 6 Steam page. It seems there won't be a French version, or at least no French audio. Of course, the interface and subtitles in French will be available, but there won't be any characters speaking to us in French, which is a bit weird, because there will be voice acting. For example, Italian, German, Spanish, English, Japanese, and Portuguese are included, but not French. Is it because the French community is smaller? I don't think so. Forza Horizon does well in France. Is it because we always complain about the voice acting, which is admittedly cringe in the older Forza Horizon games? I'm not sure, but for now, there's no confirmed French audio. Another small detail, Forza Horizon 5 now has a new performance category among its performance categories. If I'm correct, it ranges from D, the slowest cars, up to X, the most overpowered cars, right? Well, we're going to have a new category, so for now, it's not super clear how it's going to work. This category will be called R, and it will be dedicated to race cars. I'm not sure that necessarily means a car in the R class will be more powerful than one in the X category, for example. I think cars in the R category will be somewhat special. Race cars that we can of course use in the open world, and that we can very likely, just like road cars. But in my opinion, they're trying to create a bit of a difference between the two so that it might be easier to balance them later on. In multiplayer, a new performance class called the R category will be reserved for race cars. And by the way, since we're talking about multiplayer, I'm going to bring you what seems to be some good news. So that's not 100% certain yet, but it's possible, given what was said yesterday in the trailer. Remember, at one point, the developers talk about the game's interface and specifically mention the new proximity radar, the purpose of which will be to know if there are other cars around ours, where they are positioned, to avoid collisions. And when the developers talk about this new feature, they say it will be very useful for players who want to play competitively. So, the big question is, did they just say it like that, like yeah, there are players who play casually and others who play competitively? Or is it to tease the return of a real competitive mode? A ranked mode, like in Forza Horizon 4, disappeared in Horizon 5, which was a big mistake I think they realized. Competitive play keeps people engaged long-term, even if not everyone likes ranks, badges, or player-level matchmaking. That helped Horizon 4 endure, along with a less frustrating map than Forza Horizon 5. But that's another topic. So, in my opinion, they know very well that bringing back competitive play would make players happy. It would probably help keep players on the game longer. And in my opinion, even though, once again, it's not confirmed, when they talk about competitive players here, they're really talking about the competitive mode. Another piece of information, by the way, it's true that we didn't talk much about it in yesterday's video. Forza and Forza. Horizon 5's progression will be inspired by Forza Horizon 1, which is praised for its strong sense of progression. The career in Forza Horizon 6 will unfold like this one. That means we'll really start at the very bottom. Not even as a driver, actually, just as a tourist. But we already talked about that briefly yesterday. We'll need to climb the ranks, which will likely delay getting hypercars. A bracelet system will indicate your level, with each color representing a different rank. To get the next level's bracelet, complete all current chapter events and a special validation event. You might race a train à grande vitesse, a plane, or motorcycles like in some Forza Horizon 5 events. Afterward, you unlock the next bracelet and access new races. Remember, Forza Horizon 6 has a unique feature, an island area on the map linked by a bridge that you can't access. You can access the Island of Legends only after finishing the game or unlocking the golden bracelet. To reach it, you'll need to grind. Damn! By the way, we were talking about motorcycles a moment ago, and you should know that it's actually pretty believable this time that Forza Horizon 6 will have motorcycles. So it's something that wasn't necessarily obvious. But when you see the sequence where the developers show the features that let you customize your garage, store cars in it, and display the cars of your choice. Garage, which, I remind you, you'll be able to visit in multiplayer to invite your friends to check out your garage with your displayed cars. Actually, behind the Mitsubishi Lancer, you can see a motorcycle. I couldn't tell you exactly which model it is. It does look especially detailed, well-lit, and positioned. Almost like it's one of the displayed vehicles, not just part of the background. So, of course, for now, it's not confirmed, but it could be a hint teasing the arrival of motorcycles. Maybe later as downloadable content, or maybe even on day one. You never know. On Forza Horizon 6, knowing that motorcycles are something that's, I don't know if in demand is the right word, but they were popular back in the days of Forza Horizon 5 and Horizon 4. Many players asked if the game would add them, since TDU did not. In the Crew Motor Fest, motorcycles aren't popular due to low performance and odd handling. Forza Horizon may see itself as a key player in open-world motorcycle racing games, which is more good news for us. From this same image, we can see a racing Lancia. This car was already in previous Forza Horizon games, but many have noticed that it has been remodeled. We notice it because this car, in the previous Forza Horizon games, had a modeling issue that dated back to Forza Motorsport 4. Each Forza game reused the same 3D models, just retextured and added details. But the basic modeling errors remained. This Lancia, as well as the Nissan S15 that we see drifting in black at the beginning of the trailer. They were among the models considered the worst made since Forza Motorsport 4. And here, the 3D model is clearly not the same. It looks like it has been remodeled, which seems to indicate that the game's developers may have remodeled it. A whole bunch of cars that players have considered poorly modeled for quite some time. So maybe they only did it for these cars, which were really the most requested for remodeling. but maybe not. It might be about the older Forza cars that are somewhat outdated and could use a full overhaul, which would be cool. Since we're discussing cars, let's continue for a bit. I'll show you at the end of the video all the cars that are already confirmed for Forza Horizon 6. There are already more than 80s, but before I show you that, I wanted to talk to you about a few specific models that were visible in this very trailer. And they're new models. That means cars we didn't have back in Forza Horizon 5, like for example, the Toyota Chaser JZX 100, which was highly requested back during Forza Horizon 5. Instead, they gave us the JZX 80, which was less anticipated. The Maserati Corse 20 is confirmed, appearing in the trailer's background at the end. The latest generation Honda Civic Type R, with its body style that I believe we have. Neither in Forza Motorsport nor in Forza Horizon, a new electric car is also confirmed, the 2020 Honda that one. New confirmed downloadable content vehicles for Forza Horizon 6 have been added and will be available on day 1. We discussed this in yesterday's video. Pre-ordering the ultimate version of the game includes 2 bonus car packs, the Italian Passion car pack and the Time Attack car pack. The cars included in these DLCs are now confirmed, so it's the same. I'll show you pictures of these cars so you can see exactly what they are. Confirmed in the Italian car pack are the Ferrari F80, the Ferrari 275 Gran Turismo, Berlinetta, 4 Spider, and the 2021 Alfa Giulia, Gran Turismo Modificata, which is beautiful and was leaked back during Forza Horizon 5. By the way, the Alfa Romeo SE048SP is also included. And then, on the car side, in the Time Attack pack, there are quite a few. They're all race cars, hill climb cars, and it's the same thing. I'm sharing these images to give you an idea of what to expect with the new cars. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it got you excited. For Forza Horizon 6, if that's the case, don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe for the next videos. There will definitely be a lot of news about Forza Horizon 6. You can also, of course, follow me on Twitch, since it's the same thing. We're going to do a lot more live streams with the release of Forza Horizon 6, so don't hesitate to come follow Primer. And of course, don't forget the little stangling links to buy your game cheaper, and the stickers. It's always nice. And well, listen, we'll see each other tomorrow with maybe more news about Forza Horizon 6, and if not, we'll talk about other games. Alright, see you. Bye.